welcome back to another Wuthering Waves video. In today's video, we're gonna be watching the famous Mordant. He's actually shouted me out on one of his videos. He's super underrated. Please give him a sub. He actually inspired me to make more Wuthering Waves content. So I definitely want you guys to check out his page. The thumbnail says, things fans want in Wuthering Waves CBT 2. 15 minutes long, so try to like sit back, relax. I'm probably gonna be giving my own feedback. Absolutely no leaks. We're not talking about leaks here, because I'm trying to become an actual content creator for this game. I have big faith in this game. I think it's gonna be successful in the future. So without further ado, let's just watch the video.
Wuthering Waves' first closed beta test happened on May 25th.
Of course, the zoom in
and in
on
my previous
Taiochi.
video, I speculated that by January 25th at TGS, we'll have an announcement for the next closed beta test.
Which, guys, this is like literally right around the corner. It's like 2 weeks from now. So definitely there's gonna be something dropping. I don't know what, but there's gonna be something.
When I was going to make this video, I wasn't thinking that I was going to talk about the Gacha first. I was expecting to talk
the Gacha,
about
okay.
first. But then I went over to the official Reddit to look at the feedback for closed beta test 1, and oh my god,
yeah,
the amount of comments about the Gacha.
Yeah, everybody was pretty upset about this. This Gacha was, I'm quoting here, it was kind of almost identical to Genshin's Gacha, but they were testing things out, and I honestly think they did it on purpose to get that type of feedback so they could fix it later. I think they just did it on purpose. They know what Genshin Impact is. They know that, I'm pretty sure they know the pity there. I'm still confused on how PGR's pity system works. It's kind of confusing, but I think it's less than Genshin, and from what I've heard from a lot of the community, they say that like it's easier to like obtain specific characters that you want. They're definitely a lot more forgiving, I would say. So it's a good sign, you know, since PGR is kind of more forgiving and a little bit like nicer to the community, right? It's a good sign that most likely maybe Wuthering Waves will probably go around the same path. And if that happens, good for the community, because that means we're gonna be wanting to play the game a lot more. So it's a win-win.
Now, I've already said this before. Wuthering Waves is a bigger game, and I'm not expecting them to be as lenient in their gacha as they were in PGR. Now, someone can make an argument that PGR is not monetarily successful because they don't market their game as much.
They don't.
There's a valid argument there, but at the same time, if it's possible to farm all the currency that you need to guarantee yourself the next 5-star character or the next 6-star character within like 2 to 3 patches, or even 1 patch if you're actually very good at it, there's really no need for you to spend money in the game. And gacha games are designed to pull out as much money from you as they possibly can.
That's part of the addiction.
So it doesn't really make sense, and that's why I personally wasn't too irked about it being like Genshin Impact. But a lot, and I mean a lot of people detest the system.
Yeah.
So let's look at what Argentum Bell says.
And it's honestly, dude, honestly, it's a great thing that people are speaking out about this, because it is kind of a bad system, bro. Like Genshin's pity system is pretty bad, and it's painful, dude. Like it is really painful. And I've played a lot of other gacha games where like some of the pity systems are better than others. I've seen it. So it is possible they can do that, but it's like weird for the company. It's either make the pity system bad, make a lot of money, make the pity system good, maybe make less money. I think that's the way I see it in the economic side of that, because, you know, Genshin does make a lot of money, dude, like, because people love their characters. So, I mean, that's why probably one of the reasons why they're making so much money, and they were the first ones to do it. But yeah.
Best time that the character is running,
okay,
you have 100% chance to get that character on the first try. And then if you want to get more copies of the character, which are called sequences,
the sequences,
you have to deal with a 50-50 system.
Which in short chat, if you don't know what the sequences is basically what they call in Wuthering Waves constellations, but they call it sequences. So it's basically just duplicates or copies of the characters. You could get up to 6. And for sure, I know just from the CBT1, so it could be specific here. In CBT1, the MC Rover, female or male, you can actually get their sequence 6, their constellation 6. You can get it all for free just from playing the game, and it's actually pretty broken. They're great units to use in the game. Like, they're so much fun, and their combat is great. So I see it as valuable, and it's nice that they're giving that for free, at least, you know.
Editing Mordant here, I just wanted to preface everything I've already said previously by saying that I haven't played any other gacha games apart from Genshin Impact. So I'm not used to any other kinds of rates
Genshin, probably the worst gacha system for sure, 100%. Aether Gazer, not a popular game, but their gacha system's pretty forgiving. You can play the game a lot. They give you a lot of rewards. You could wish and you could get a lot of characters and stay F2P. Like that game, honestly, is #1 for the most forgiving gacha game, I think, honestly, right now. But it's not as popular as Genshin. In my case, I think it's the best gacha system. It's literally super forgiving. Snowbreak is pretty tough. It's not a good gacha system. It is very, very tough, and it's hard to farm the currency for it. Honkai Star Rail's, in my opinion, from my experience, I've gotten pretty lucky. For most people, I would say the gacha's pretty good in Honkai Star Rail. I think it's a lot better than Genshin's. That's just my opinion. I completely forgot to mention PGR, but yeah, PGR is also way better than Genshin's. I'm not gonna lie, it's a lot better, but I haven't pulled enough to really experience and like really know because I don't play the game as much. But I know PGR's is a lot better. Let me know in your comments below, like from all the games that I mentioned, or any other gacha games that you know, which gacha system is the best that you've experienced ever in a gacha game. Let me know in the comments below. Okay, wait, I gotta speak on this because I think the weapon gacha is okay. But for sure, F2P players are not going to be able to pull on weapon banners because they've already pulled so much on the character. But if they make the gacha good enough where you have enough to pull on the weapon, then I think that's fine. I guess it has to be a little bit more forgiving, so we at least have a chance at getting the weapon right. But if we can't get the weapon, then please give us F2P options in like a store, something that we can actually grind. It doesn't have to be a 5-star, it could be a 4-star. Maybe make a limited event for a 5-star weapon for a specific character, and don't just do a one-time event. Make it come back so, you know, future players that miss events, they could come back and probably get those weapons too. That's something else that I think is a problem, is like a lot of the gacha games do one-time events. That event, if you miss, you're never gonna get like whatever reward was there. I think that should be changed. I think we should be able to redo those events or at least bring it back so the new players don't miss out.
For those of you who don't know what echoes are basically tools that we can use to fight, and they also make our characters stronger.
Which, by the way, I have a video I have an old video. This is from CBT1. I have a video on explaining the whole ecosystem. So if you want to know how the ecosystem works, I have a video on it. I'll probably link in the description below so you guys can watch that too because it's pretty good.
Removing weapon types. So basically, he doesn't want us to have our characters separated by sword, sword, or a little gun. Instead, let every character be unique. Let them have their own kind of weapon. From
all the characters that we have from CBT1, there is different weapon types, but they all use their weapons differently for different reasons. So it's already kind of like spread out, I think. I think it's pretty good the way it is. I wouldn't change it to like make each character a unique weapon because that's just like, I think it's just too much. And I think it's too much dev work because then like they have to create an echo set for that and then keep creating echo sets for each one. It's like, it's a lot of dev work. I'm thinking of the back end stuff. Like, I think that's almost too much for that team to do. I don't think they can do that. But I don't know, maybe they'll surprise me. Maybe they'll cook something up. I don't know. But I think the way they have the weapon type stuff, I think it's okay. I don't think they need to change that. The option to put any weapon on any character that's pretty much what you're saying, right? But like, I guess keep the same weapon, but like have a different stat, maybe on a different type of weapon, I guess. I mean, yeah, I guess that'd be pretty cool.
Any kind of weapon that they want to use. I see this as a way to like vary the builds that people can have.
Yeah, that would be actually pretty cool. It is kind of like light cones, right? So like light cones in Honkai Star Rail, you could put a light cone on any character. I mean, you're not supposed to. I'm pretty sure people do, right? Because like maybe they don't have any options, but it would add like really nice like little spicy builds, you know? Like you could put like this sword, you could put this crit rate sword on maybe Dungeon, even though she doesn't have a long sword, she's a shorter sword. So like it would probably create some like new type of builds, new theory crafting, you know, it would spice things up, I think. I don't know if they'll go that route because they already have a weapon gacha banner for a reason. So I don't think they're gonna go that route. It would be cool, but I don't think that's gonna happen. That's just my opinion.
Find in the fan fiction, and I personally do not even see this coming to fruition at all.
There we go. So yeah, I literally just said that.
Is to have a 4-star selector in the banner.
So ooh, yes, bro, 4-star selector would be Pog, bro. Oh my God, that would be so amazing. That's exactly how PGR is. Yeah, you could go for a 4-star character and have a higher chance at getting that 4-star character. And honestly, from my experience pulling, if I select the 4-star that I want, there's actually the chances are pretty good. Like I actually get the one that I pick. So that would be a huge game changer because honestly, I'm tired of getting a 4-star that I don't want or don't need, or I'm just not interested in using them. So it would be really nice to be like, okay, I really want to main Don Jin. She's amazing, but I can't get more sequences, constellations on her. It would be great to be like, okay, you could pull, she's here on maybe Gion or whoever's banner, right? And she's there, you select her and you will probably get more chances of getting her. That's honestly icing on the cake. I think that's a great suggestion.
Spy them. Chairs should be knocked around.
Yeah, okay, so like physical stuff, like around the area, the environment and stuff.
And
I see.
these things were not actually doable in most games, and they didn't really like that. Personally, I don't care, but
Yeah,
I do there are people who care about these kinds of things.
Yeah,
because
I don't want devs to work on a chair flopping somewhere. I want them to freaking fine-tune the combat. That's all I care about, and the story too. I mean, combat is number 1 for me, but story is like, you know, it's there. Yeah, for sure, I think they're gonna do a good job. But for sure, number 1 is combat. Like, just focus on that. Don't help. Don't focus on nothing else.
These kinds of thing. Personally, I don't see people going out of their way consistently to just check whether this object can be broken and all that kind of thing. But for explorers and exploration rewards, I do think it's a nice idea to have more interactable objects in the open world. Another comment that I had was adding parkour challenges. So instead of having a lot of challenges that were
challenges would be cool.
Impact, why not, since we already have a parkour system, why not have parkour open world challenges where you have to use your parkour skills to get to a certain
that'd be sick. That'd be really sick. I would rather do that than any other puzzle in Genshin Impact.
I know that there have been a lot of leaks recently.
Yeah.
Don't comment with leaks.
Yeah, bro, please don't do that, guys.
Don't spoil it for
Don't do that.
Don't want leaks yet.
Yeah, man, no.
Let's wait for CBT2 to come out before you make your comments.
Respect the devs' work, guys. Respect the devs' work.
Said,
respect the chef in the kitchen, bro. Let Kuro cook. Do not do that, okay? But let me know your comments and thoughts on the below on YouTube. No leak talk, please. And yeah, let me know what you guys think. Definitely subscribe to Morton. Morton is an amazing person. Definitely give him a nice fat sub. Try to get him to 1,000. It would be great. And yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching the video. Catch you guys in the next one.